Hello friends and welcome to another Modern League. Today we're returning to the Golos Coffers or Mono Black Golos. This is a deck that I've played a couple of times now in a couple of different iterations and have thoroughly enjoyed. I'm a big fan of swamps and black mana, and this deck just makes the most black mana. We get to play a lot of really cool cards. Liliana the Veil, Blast from the Past. We got Griselbrand, Archon of Cruelty, and of course the too powerful for Commander, Golos. So yeah, basically we're going to start the early game with some very effective Black Disruption. We've got 1-for-1 hand interaction. We've got creature interaction. We can kill planeswalkers. And then once we get to the mid and late game, we're just making so much mana. We can put down a Karn and grab whatever we want from the wish board and profit. So let's head into the league and see how we do. The Cabal Coffers is a little bit awkward, but we should be able to make it work. The Bojuka Bog coming into tapped is actually really awkward. I really want to be able to go Inquisition and then turn 2 Profane Tutor. We need to draw a land off the top in order to do that. We could just play the Bog and go for turn 2 Profane Tutor. At least then the tutor's guaranteed, but we don't get any early interaction that way. I guess we take the Shardless Agent. And Bojuka Bog probably going to be pretty good against my opponent here. Misty, we'll take that off the known cards. Bloodchief's Thirst kind of looks like a dead card mostly here. Fatal Push doesn't seem like it's going to be very good either. Okay, there's the Riverwinder. Let's hope they put that Street Wraith down. Okay, they do. So if we don't draw land here, we'll at least be able to get some value from the Bojuka Bog. We do draw land, though, so I think I'm just going to go Profane Tutor. And then next turn we can Bojuka Bog. And Profane Tutor can go get us Urborg, which will net us tons of mana when we get this Cabal Coffers to hit the field. Well, I guess they're going to find out. Spire Bluff. That's not one of the known cards. There goes Architects. Hey, Doll of Cutie. First time catch Cooper Stream match 1. Yeah, you got all kinds of magic content ahead of you today. Gonna be lurking because you're busy? It's all good. Thanks for the luck. Blaubear, hello, hello. Thanks for choosing me to watch. I think that there were some legacy death and taxes options today. Okay, so they played the Scalding Tarn. I think we have to get the Urborg here. We have Damnation to recover from a living end. So many choices. That's one of the great things about having access to multiple screens. Be able to watch multiple streams. Just going to practice patience a little bit here as we wait for the opponent to let the Profane Tutor resolve. So many options. Really just think we want Urborg, though, in order to get that mana. Another garbage card. But we got tons of mana starting next turn. Got the mana, but nothing to do with it. Unfortunate. Okay, they're going to bring back their 5/5. 7/7. Oh, that is pretty good. 7/7 is pretty good. But it could have been way worse. So opponent let me know in chat that they're having some issues with the internet, so if it kind of seems like play is moving at a bit of a slower pace than normal, that's why. Fatal Push, Waker of Waves. Oh, come on. Just getting nothing. Need some spells. Come on, deck. I know you got some good spells in there. Let's get some. Or not. Oh, come on. Okay, this is fine. This will resolve. We'll Thought Seize them, then we'll Damnation all the creatures off the board. And that's 3 living ends, because they had 1 in hand originally. A lot of decks, do they still play 3 living ends, or are they up to 4? I remember the old living end decks used to just play 3 of these. I'm going to just quickly alt-tab here. Oh, opponent's actually going to scoop. I'm pretty sure they know that I have the Damnation. He will cast it with Urborg. You mean the living end? He exiled the living end in hand in order to evoke a grief. So we're going to bring in 4 Voidwalkers. Seems good. And we're going to take out all the Fatal Push. And we're going to take out a Bloodchief Thirst. So we have more Bloodchief Thirst that I don't mind getting rid of. Let's bring in maybe a Spellbomb. The thing is, I'm so leery about bringing any of these cards in because we can get them with Karn, but I think with like Spellbomb here, I think that's a good thing to be bringing in. switch those around. Because we're potentially going to be able to play it on those early turns, whereas in order to get Spellbomb, we have to already have Karn out, which means it's going to be like turn 4, 5, 6. Not sure that that's right, but it's what we're doing. Nice to have all those access to all those Voidwalkers, though, that's for sure. That is a lot of mana. Have a Damnation to potentially get through that first the first living end. Leyline of Sanctity. Okay, so no Thoughtseizes. How far did you mulligan? Just a 6. Okay, here comes Grief. So they can take the Damnation. Titan Rising, good morning. Okay, they take the Profane Tutor. I guess the Grief is going to be able to take the Damnation when it comes into play for the second time. Going to be able to go get Bojuka Bog with that next turn. But because we're on the draw, apparent opponent might be able to scoop us. Just be too quick for us. Okay, so they hit their land. That was necessary. And they need to hit land drop next turn too. Okay, just puts Leyline into the graveyard. Oh, they got 3 cards, so they need land, Cascader, blank. Looks like they missed. Alright, well, that's good for us. Go get Bojuka Bog. Let's read Bojuka Bog here, because it might say target opponent, and that means maybe we just can't even use it. Exile target player's graveyard, so Bojuka Bog's no good. Good thing we read the card. Maybe just another Cabal Coffers then. Next turn, we're going to be able to start making mana. I think we have 6 mana next turn. No, that's not right, because we're going to have to tap these things to just even get the mana out of one of these things, so it's not actually going to be super effective yet. Good grief. Another Golos. Alright, so we play Cabal Coffers, we have 4 swamps, tap Urborg and Cabal Coffers, and a Cabal Coffers, that's 4 mana, and then we tap the other coffers, that's down to 2, up to 6. Hey Titan, cheers. Cataracts. Uptick Liliana. We'll put Golos in the graveyard so that if they living end, we get Golos back. And that's it for our turn. Alright, so they hit their land. So I'm trying to drink more water. Had over 100 ounces yesterday. Who was insanity in my body was like, what? Yeah, it's crazy kind of like thinking about how important that actually is to be able to keep hydrated, to drink a lot. It makes a huge difference. You don't even realize when you're dehydrated, like you're oh, definitely not doing as well as you could be otherwise. Inquisition, good draw. Okay, so they're doing the thing on the draw step. So they're going to get rid of all of our cards in hand with all their griefs. We're going to get a Golos. And we'll be able to spin the wheel and see what we get. Just double checking there to make sure that I'll be able to activate the fresh Golos. Oh, that's very succinct. I like that, Titan Rising. Hey, Snapcaster, thanks for the follow, friend. So they're going to use the Architects, and then we get to use Golos to shuffle. So they're not actually going to be able to set up our top three. Not that it matters, because whatever the top three is, Golos is going to be exiling them. Hey, thanks for the luck. Let us know, Snapcaster, what's your favorite Snapcaster art? It might be heresy, but I'm a fan of the Soccer Mage. Classic. Okay, so first one is targeting themselves, second one is targeting me. Again, like I said, Golos is searching, so it doesn't really matter too much. They get to look at 3 cards that exist in our library. Love the Modern Masters art? Okay. I think it's interesting sometimes. It doesn't really mean too much, but, like finding out what someone's favorite art of a particular card is. For example, I'm particularly partial to the newer um, Dark Confidant, the Skrillex Confidant. Yeah, definitely seeing why the opponent ought to concede earlier in game one with the internet issues that they're having. Makes sense that they'd want to end that first game as early as possible to potentially try and get wins in game 2 and 3. So they got a bunch of 4s. Maybe I could just go get Blast Zone. I don't know. I'm just not going to have the time for Blast Zone to matter, though, right? Maybe I just go get another Cabal Coffers here. Play the castle. Uptick Lily. Now, if I want maximum mana, I actually have to tap the castle for a black mana. Would really like to be able to draw a card off of it. This is just like lethal facing me down. I need to find Damnation or something. Okay, so we got the Karn, so we can go get Bridge. I'm just thinking, if I get one land with Expedition Map, I'll have one card in hand, that's not a big deal. Alright, we've used both of our Planeswalkers, pass turn. Are they making a season 2 of Invincible? Yep, they are. That's what I've heard. This one isn't very good either. I guess, like, we can play the Cataracts, we get the Expedition map, but is it better than going to 5? Okay, this is playable. Yeah. I was someone else was talking about Ugin. I think it was Donut. Ugin's definitely seems like a pretty good option. Although I think they were playing it instead of the 5 mana sorcery. Alright, so we definitely keep Urborg. We gotta get rid of 2 cards. You got 4 colors sleeved up for FNM? Oh man. Your opponents are gonna have a bad time. I guess we take Amulet. So that's Sunhome. Nice draw. Basic Forest, that's a fresh card. Unlucky. There's Boseiju. They play Dryad. And Selesnya Sanctuary. Alright, let's go get Cabal Coffers. And we draw Karn. Three mana Edict. Let's go. Okay, yep. Boseiju my Cabal Coffers. Go get a swamp. Oh no. Oh yeah. If they got my Urborg, that would have been way better for them. The Cabal Coffers would have just been doing nothing. Speaking of doing nothing, that's us. There's prime time. Multi 5, yeah. Multi 5, not the best. It's true. Inconceivable. Okay, so we got the Takenuma. We got choices. We could minus the Lily, get rid of this, play the Karn. Slayer's Stronghold is a bit of a pain. Means that whatever they got coming next is going to have haste. But we can put down the Karn, get something. Torpor Orb seems like it would be pretty good. So does Ensnaring Bridge. So does Liquimetal Coating. I think Ensnaring Bridge is probably where we want to go. Because I think that's the best card if we lose the Karn next turn. Prime time. With the mana for Slayer's Stronghold, so either we're going to take 8 to the face, or Karn is down. Oh, right, Bounce Beseiju. Well, they didn't this time, but they're going to have another opportunity to do that during combat. Good point. Beseiju wrecks the Ensnaring Bridge. Guess we might as well go for Bloodchief Thirst then. But they're just going to be able to play this and give it haste, so... Kind of seems like a lose-lose situation. Fortunately, they're not able to give it double strike. That would be death. But I think we're toast anyways. They just drew a bunch of cards. That's 7 cards in hand. They have the guaranteed answer for Ensnaring Bridge. Oh, and here comes a Dryad as well. Valakut puts us to 3, and that's death. GG. Ooh, I wanted to draw a card, not reveal hand. Come on. Why does it switch like that? That's such a hassle. Mouse over, draw a card. Okay, I want to draw a card. Oh, now you revealed your hand. What? So how good are the Dauthi Voidwalkers here? Could potentially, like, steal their Titans or something. Stolen Titan seems pretty good. I guess Fatal Push does hit Dryad. Kind of awkward here. The Cabal Coffers not actually giving us land. No mana from Cabal Coffers. Take that amulet. I imagine they play Valakut here. And a miss. Ouch. Oh, that's one of the weaknesses of this deck. Cabal Coffers isn't too much good at the early game. There's a Boseiju. Oh no! Now they can go get an amulet. Okay. We hit a land. We're almost dead just to the Karn Structs by themselves. Another amulet. So this is just Titan mana. Yeah, you're right. Because they can give the Primeval Titan haste and maybe even double strike. Double Cabal Coffers and no Bojuka Bog. But we got the Profane Tutor to go. Or sorry, I meant double Cabal Coffers, no Urborg. Got a slip there because Bojuka Bog's in hand. Yeah, we'll keep this. We have the Profane Tutor, so we can cast that turn 2. And then by turn 4, we'll have the Urborg to get the coffers going. Cling to Dust. Oh, they're playing Rogues. I was thinking about playing the coffers there, Necker. The thing is, I wanted to be able to cast Damnation if they counter Profane Tutor. And if I play the Cabal Coffers, it's just sitting there as a nothing until I get that Urborg down. I'm kind of expecting this to get counterspelled or drowned in the lock. Oh wow, a result. So yeah, Necker, in hindsight, Cabal Coffers first would have been way better. But I was expecting either for more creatures to come down quickly or for them to have counter magic for the search. All swamps. So that's 5, 6, 7. Let's go for Golos. Wow, resolved. What do they have in hand? Three, 2 flash for 1 mana seems good. Draw 4 cards, also very good. What do they have in their hand? Good stuff. Of course, if we get to untap with Golos, we're feeling pretty well. Bloodchief Thirst, kill the Golos, nothing we can do. Another land? Flooded. We have so much mana and so little to do. If I want to Castle Locthwain, it costs me so much life because I can't cast anything. I know like a big part of our deck is putting our land base together, but this is kind of ridiculous. Oh, there's Cabal Coffers number 4. Oh, come on. Deck. Unacceptable. Well, they had the counter magic when they needed it. I guess we're not technically dead yet. Pulls 2 more lands off the top. Thank you, opponent. into Invoke Despair. That is a card. Hey, Bounty. And they have another counterspell, so that's it. Another land. Oh my god. So many lands. I think we're going to resubmit here. Voidwalker isn't my favorite for this matchup. I like the Fatal Push. I like the Thirst. Thoughtseize is fine. Just going to resubmit. Emrakul seems pretty good, yeah. Damn it, what do we take out? Was I in time? I was in time. Thanks, Nakur. Can discard that with Lily, I guess. Got a Tome of Yawgmoth. Yep, we'll be bogging ourselves as well at some point. Hey, Shauna, almost there indeed. You're going to be able to direct the raid, if not today, then definitely next time you show up. Okay, there's the counterspell. Definitely castable. It'll take a while to set up, but definitely doable. Killer Thief. Not sure if I want to Thoughtseize right now. It kind of feels like might be more valuable to hold the Thoughtseize so that we can try and get a spell to resolve on a Crux turn. Slow and steady. Come on, Cabal Coffers. Okay. Almost have enough for Emrakul if I get a Coffers. What a draw. So just double checking here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this plus this is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. So next turn we can Emrakul. Let me just think here for a second. We play the mana. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 8 mana. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, geez, so we're not even there next turn? I guess maybe, like, if this resolves, we can go get another... If this resolves, we can go get another Cabal Coffers and we're there. If we had one of our other fatties, it would be no problem to try and cast that. 2 cards on the bottom with our Scry. But yeah, our other big cards, our other big creatures, each cost 8. We do have a lot of mana available. Okay, back to us. Probably they'll have to counterspell this. John the Lock. See what we draw for turn. Inquisition. Alright, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just make sure. 8 mana. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Just off. Just barely. One more land. Probably take the Into the Story. 7 or more cards. We only have 3, so this thing is like crazy expensive. They can't counterspell Emrakul. Brazen Borrower isn't very much good against Emrakul. Yeah, we're only 1 mana off. Any land, basically, off the top, we're good to go. Because we've already got the Bojuka Bog in play, which is a tap land. I'm going to take the Into the Story. I don't want them to be able to cast that. Reload. That would be bad. The other 2 cards they have in hand don't do anything to Emrakul. I guess they can technically block it once, but that's still a losing game when I have Annihilator 6. Land. Thank you. Yeah, Counterspell was definitely a consideration. First step, disbelief. Oh, yeah, okay, we just cast that, so let's take an extra turn after this one. Yeah, I mean, Caracas would absolutely change Modern completely. Death and Taxes might even be good. Annihilate. Hey, Legacy Death and Taxes and Modern Death and Taxes are 2 very different things. We have Caracas at home, it's called Solitude. Bye-bye, all your permanents. Doesn't have flying. Smack. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Seriously, why are we still playing this game? Kind of feel like the Resolved Emrakul will finish it off. An opponent eventually agrees. Okay. That was definitely a game of Magic. I'm trying to think. That might be the first time I've ever cast Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn. I've absolutely put it onto the battlefield. I've attacked with it before, but I think that's the first time I've actually cast it. Zot Master's starting to sound like Shredder over here. Huh. There's an Emrakul. I guess we'll just reshuffle, huh? I was thinking about it, but then we also lose the Cling, right? No, my coffers! My beautiful coffers! How could you? Ooh, really wanted to land there. Oh, they make their fourth land drop. Oh no! This has never happened before with this deck. So we could Cling, or we could play a Karn. If we play a Karn, if we uptick Karn, they probably can't kill it, but they could get it to 1, which makes it almost useless. We could tick it down, go get a thing like maybe go get Golos. Yeah, Cling End Step is probably just better. Instead of playing into their counter magic. Yeah, exactly. Shuts off their drowns. Good thing they put the Misty, though, because otherwise we would have had hit a creature and just gain life. Not as good as drawing a card in this situation. Because we need 5 cards with this, right? Yeah. Get a Blast Zone. And another Swamp. So you go for Invoke Despair or Karn here. I kind of think like Invoke Despair is kind of looking good. Draw 2 cards if it resolves. Karn by itself isn't looking too hot right now. It looks like they have Counterspell. Yep. Yeah, no worries. Everyone makes mistakes. I know I do quite often. Would be pretty wild to have Invoke Despair into Fairy. Snapcaster Mage doing a lot of work here. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just off. Could Pithing Needle Tar Pit. Could get Liquimetal Coating, shut off some of their mana. Could get Worm Coil Engine for next turn. We get Expedition Map. Expedition Map actually seems pretty good. Get map, play map, then we can go get Cabal Coffers. And our mana woes are over. Could go get Ensnaring Bridge. They'll be able to attack us this turn, but in subsequent turns it'll be very difficult for them to attack. And they get to hold up counter magic and kill Karn. Seems good. They have used a lot of counter magic though, and Drown in the Loch won't work. They've used 2 counter spells and 2 drowns. No. Third counter spell. Third counter spell. Brutal. They get to attack us for 5 here. We go to 3. This kills us next turn. As if they had the third counter spell. I would have definitely gone for Creeping Tar Pit. I guess we can cling to life here. Another land. I don't have any Fatal Push, so going down to 3 here. Don't have enough cards to escape the Cling. And if we use Castle Locthwain, we're dead. Okay, I mean, that does potentially buy us a turn. I wonder, like, I think I should actually just play this Urborg to get another card in the graveyard and get a card out of my hand so that I can cling sooner. They have 5 cards in hand. Another counterspell would be a problem. Let's wait till they attack with it so it's tapped. Nice. Still alive. So if we Castle Locthwain, we go to 1. Could also fetch, and cling. But I mean, that's basically doing the same thing, right? Oh, I guess, yeah, like, if we're going for life, but I'm more interested in drawing cards, I think. Fabio Spirits, thanks for the follow, friend. It's just Castle Locthwain. Go to 1. Get a swamp. Golos! I think I still want to get Cataracts here. Coffers would be giving me tons of mana, but I don't have anything to do with that mana right now. Whereas Cataracts, I have enough mana to activate it and start getting Golos to do stuff starting next turn. Destroy target creature, you lose 2 life. Bye-bye, Golos. Almost have enough cards to cling again, but cannot fetch. I guess I could Damnation, and then I can cling. Come on. The thing is, they have a 2 and they have a 1. They must have Counterspell. They're putting the GG in chat. Do hate those aggressive GGs, but what are you going to do? Cancel that. I wanted life. Make sure we hit a creature here. Archmage Charm, yep. What a grind. Well, don't think we can keep this one. Let's mull. This one's not great either. Another one land hand. We do have Expedition Map, Thoughtseize, like we got some stuff to do. Yeah, that's what I do. I just ignore it, but it does kind of, like, I don't like it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. If I salt off about it, then they win twice. Let's go for Inquisition, try and take an aura out of their hand. No aura. Guess we take the Spike Feeder. Woof, draws Heliod. Okay, that is a card. Get rid of their collected company here. Guess we'll play the Expedition map. It does give them a target for the Skyclave Apparition, though. No, no, we played against Amulet Titan. So if I got good cards in hand. I don't want to discard either of these. I think we'll just Edict them, get rid of the Arbor Elf. That's right, you were here. I remember now. Yeah, Amulet is a very strong deck. Got rid of Summer Bloom, and that definitely was a kick to the teeth, but the deck is still super, super strong. Walking Ballista. So we have to draw land. If we draw land, we can Damnation, we get to continue playing. Can't be Bojuka Bog, though. Bojuka Bog is no-go. Yeah, my thinking there is I didn't really want to plus because I liked both the cards I had in hand, so if I Lily plus, I lose one of these. I guess my other option was to just do nothing. Yeah, Boseiju was a huge get. That's true, Shauna. Don't think we really want the Dauthi Voidwalker. Thirst is okay. Push is good. Hand removal, discard is good. I think we're just going to resubmit. I think Liliana is kind of like so-so in this matchup. I mean, we had Urborg down, so the Cabal Coffers count in that case. Call it a 24 land deck. Okay. Keep this, get rid of a Golos. What do you get with Ranger Captain here? Walking Ballista? Yep, good choice. Oops, didn't mean to dismiss that, but we'll remember then. No, Shauna, you don't have to like spike stacks. That's okay. Personally, I do. So, yeah, when I get a chance, I'm going to play them every once in a while. Well, a lot of respect for somebody that can brew up some interesting decks, either from someone else's creation, like in this case, Trellon, I think was the first one that I saw play this deck, or, just straight from scratch. Oh, wow. Been married for 3 years. Congratulations. I think we go get Karn here. Well, that's one of the things about Magic. There's so much stuff going on. You don't have to like everything. In fact, there's generally going to be something happening in Magic that you're not going to like, and other people will enjoy it. Like, I get a lot of flack about playing Burn, for example. Yeah, I love playing leagues with Burn. Just, spend 3 hours, knock out 2 or 3 leagues. And it's really exciting too because you're living off the top of your deck. Oh wow, so they just got infinite life? Can we beat infinite life? I don't think we can. Collected company, find the combo on top. GG. Well, we got a lot of good stuff here. We're on the play. We're missing the Urborg, but we got lands to start. Let's keep it. Don't like that we don't really have anything to do in the early game, though. That could just be a death sentence, honestly. Oh, speak of the devil. No, I think burn is a sign of a healthy format. Gonna be taking so much damage. Liliana on top. Try and stem the bleeding a little bit. Maybe they'll take a turn attacking Lily instead of us. Then we can Damnation, get the creatures off the board, then we can Golos. That's asking for a lot. Opponent has 5 cards in hand. They played the draw lands, so like they don't have very much land in hand. They probably just drew that. Pretty sure they just have 4 spells. Rift Bolt is exiled. And an Eidolon. Okay. It's good for us, actually. They spent their turn playing a thing that's not going to do us any damage. Attacking us and attacking the Lily. Okay. So Liliana prevented 3 damage, basically. Archon of Cruelty would be a good card to be able to resolve. That Damnation was good. But we still could just be dead. Riftbolt coming down puts us to 9, and they're going to have 3 cards in hand after their draw step, so if they have 3 bolts, we're just dead right now. And we're going to need 2 turns, one to be able to put down Golos, and the next turn to be able to put down Archon. Pretty sure we'll have enough. We Golos, go get Urborg, then Cabal Coffers, 6 lands. Yeah, we would definitely have enough mana. It's just the time issue. We're so dead. Basically any spell from the opponent kills us. But not a creature. Hey, Islands. How you doing? Alright, opponent, you got a spell? Or 2 creatures? They got a spell. Alright, GG. Get those Thoughtseize out of here. And bring in Voidwalker. Yeah, Islands, it's not going well today. That's the way of Magic. Sometimes you're going to have good luck, sometimes it's going to be bad. Sometimes it's because you made poor decisions, other times there's nothing to it. You're just, drawing lands, or finding none. Fortunately, with Magic Leagues, there's always more magic. So if you have some bad luck, you can just re-queue and hopefully get better luck. I do really like this deck. I think it's very cool. Unfortunate that we haven't been doing well with it, but it is what it is. think we might as well just use the expedition map, because Profane Tutor is probably just going to go get Urborg anyway. No, I'm going to be playing 2 leagues today, Blind. Now that Eidolon is going to be a little bit better than the previous one. We could play Bloodchief's Thirst and then suspend the Profane Tutor instead of playing Lily. I don't know, I kind of like getting Lily on the board. Eidolon of the Great Rebel doing a very good impression of a Goblin Guide there. Don't think Goblin Guide would be quite as good at twice the price. Sanctifier en Vec. Yeah. So this is 5 mana, so we get to play Golos. Kind of thinking about grabbing the Cataracts here. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 5 mana. Oh, it was 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. Plus 2, 7, 8. So we should be able to use the Cataracts with Golos starting next turn. Oh no, double Searing Blaze? Okay. That could have been way worse. Still, it's quite bad. Sanctifier en Vec is a problem. And we got the Cataract, so we don't have the extra mana if we got into second Coffers, for example. I was really gambling on that Golos surviving. Damnation on top? Okay, good draw on top. Get rid of that Sanctifier. Big deal. They're at 0 cards. Zewan, hello. Sunbaked into Sunbaked. Now they got something. Lightning Bolt our face, we go to 7. And draw another card. What do we got on top? Cling. No, Inquisition. Let's take a peek. Nice hit. Okay, they got a Swift Spear. Personally, not a fan of this art, but I think that there were some really nice ones from this this collection. Okay, Profane Tutor resolving here. I think we get Archon. How much mana do we have? A lot, right? So we have 6 lands, which gives us way more than 8 mana. So yeah, let's just go get Archon. Griselbrand would be another fine option. What's the reasoning for fetches in this deck? Fatal Push. And they scoop to the Archon of Cruelty. Okay. Heading into a game 3. The opponent is going to be on the play, which makes this hard mode, but let's go for it, see how we do. Good enough. Start with Sunbaked Canyon, so they've probably got lots of spells in hand and very few lands, would be my guess. We get another land, cool. So they have another Goblin Guide. They also have double Boros Charm. If we take the guide, their hand gets a little bit awkward. but we have Damnation to clean them up. Thing is, like, by the time Damnation actually resolves, Goblin Guide will have hit us 3 times. And that's just too much. 6 damage for 1 mana is too much. Show me Urborg. Expedition map. Is sort of Urborg. So I could play Expedition map, or I could play Voidwalker. I mean, Voidwalker's a better use of my mana. I might be able to maybe get, like, a removal spell to hit it. We can play Expedition map and search next turn. Just under so much pressure. Hey, happy Friday to yourself. Thanks for coming by, John. How's the long weekend looking for you? Snap block! Oh, wait, Shadow. No blocks will be had here. Okay, so they lightning bolt the Voidwalker. That's actually pretty good for us. 3 damage that would have went to our face is now just hit the Voidwalker. So we could be basically dead here. I think that was a big mistake. Because if they lightning bolt us instead of the Voidwalker, we go to 7. Boros Charm puts us to 3, and then we're dead to the skewer they have in hand already. I mean, they're probably still going to kill us anyways, but I think that killing the Voidwalker there was not the way. Regardless, because of the Verdant Catacombs, they're going to be going down to 3 anyways, so we actually still just die. This puts us to 4, this puts us to 3, and then the skewer kills us. So I guess we have to play Cabal Coffers. Go to 1. There's a skewer we knew about. And we get another turn. Archon. Only we had the time to deploy you. We're just dead here. There's nothing we can do. We could crack the Expedition map, go get Urborg, play Urborg, but then we only have access to 2 mana. Okay, that was an ugly league. So this is the deck that I was playing today, or maybe the deck played me, I don't know. The first 2 times I played this deck, I had a ton of fun with it. It felt really strong. This time, the complete opposite. I mean, in Magic, there's a lot of variance. We all know that. And it feels bad to, lose a bunch of matches, but you have to think about, okay, is this my fault? Is this the deck being bad, or is this just bad luck? So gonna have to give that a little bit of a think about if this deck, really has a place in the meta. I think it does. I really like it. But maybe the fact that I just, love swamps and Cabal Coffers, maybe that's clouding my judgment. I don't know. In any event, at some point, I will play this deck again.